समस्त को नमस्कार। आज किसी दिन व्यवधान रे आमे पुणी आमर जो लिसास आईएएस द्वारा आयोजित यूनिक पॉजिटिव पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम तार नूतन संस्करण को आमे आपण को पाखरे प्रस्तुत करूचे एवं मते बहुत खुशी लागुची जे आज जो टॉपिक ऊपर आमे आलोचना करिबा हाउ पॉजिटिविटी हेल्प्स इन एक्सेलिंग इन प्रोफेशनल एंड पर्सनल लाइफ एटा गोटे बहुत उपादेय विषय वस्तु। एक्सेलेंस आउ सक्सेस या भितरे टिके फरक अछि। सक्सेस गोटे टेम्पोरारी फेज, गोटे थर मनुष्य सक्सेस पाए जेमती आज का दिन रे तुम मान भर बहुत जन लोक चिंता करुचंती गोटे सरकारी चाकरी जदि मु पाइजिबी ताहले गोटे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन दे यूपीएससी ओपीएससी सिविल सर्विसेज जरिया रे ताहले सेटा गोटे बहुत बड़ अचीवमेंट मु पाई हबो, दैट इज सक्सेस। किंतु एक्सेलेंस गोटे 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 सक्सेस रो बहुत ऊर्ध्व रे, कारण जने एक्सेलेंस अचीव करिवा पाई हेले ताकू नितिदिन एवं प्राय प्रत्येक दिन सबु कार्य रे ताकू सक्सेस पाइबा को पड़िबो। ताहले ही से क्रमान्वय रे जदि से सक्सेस पाई चाले ताहले से गोटे स्टेज रे पहुंचे जेमती जाहाकू आमे कहे एक्सेलेंस। समस्ते फिल्म देखंती, फिल्म रे किछि हीरो थांती जो माने वन टाइम सक्सेस, गोटे मूवी रे से माने सुपर हिट हीरो हे गले सेटा हला सक्सेस। किंतु जे सुपर हीरो से कंटिन्यूअसली सक्सेस पाई चाले सेटा गोटे को कहा जाए हमें एक्सेलेंस। परस्यूट ऑफ एक्सेलेंस केवल प्रोफेशनल लाइफ रे नु, प्रोफेशनल सक्सेस ता केवल एक प्रोफेशनल एक्सेलेंस ता केवल एक्सेलेंस रे जीवन नहीं, सेटा मध्य पर्सनल लाइफ जेमती व्यक्तिगत जीवन रे मध्य हमको अचीव करबा को पड़िबो। क्वेश्चन हला पॉजिटिविटी, पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग कोभली भाव रे हमको एथिरे सहायता करि परिबो। मु आगरु जहा कहिछि एवं ताकू रिपीट करूछि, न्यूरो लिंग्विस्टिक प्रोग्रामिंग जोटा हमर रिचर्ड बैंडलर आउ जॉन ग्राइंडर दुई जण यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ कैलिफोर्निया रो शिक्षाविद सेई थ्योरीटी देइचंती। से कहिचंती जे हमर जो ब्रेन को आमे जो टाइप रो प्रोग्राम करू जदि आमे गोटे सकारात्मक चिंताधारा रे जाउछे ता हेले आमे सेई सकारात्मक चिंताधारा हमकु सक्सेस दिगो को टाणी नबो। क्वेश्चन हला जे किमिति भाबरे पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग बा सकारात्मक चिंताधारा हमकु सक्सेस आउ फर्दर सक्सेस जाको आमे एक्सेलेंस कहूचे सेटी की टाणी निए। कथा होची जे सकारात्मक चिंताधारा किबा पॉजिटिविटी आम भितरे गोटे आत्मविश्वास किबा गोटे आत्म प्रत्यय सृष्टि करे जे आमे करि परिबा, गोटे काम करि परिबा एवं जदि करि परिबा ताकू सफलतार सहित करि परिबा। एई जो चिंताधारा जाहाकू आमे पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग बोली कहूचु एटा आम भितरे बहुत प्रकार रो आत्म प्रत्यय आत्मविश्वास सृष्टि करे एवं आमको अधिकरु अधिक परिश्रम करिबा पाई, अधिकरु अधिक तत्परता देखेबा पाई आमको प्रोत्साहित करे। जो माने लाइफ रे सक्सेस पाइचंती एवं एक्सेलेंस को मध्य अचीव करिवा को चेष्टा करिचंती पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ रे, जदि तामे आमे तांकर लाइफ हिस्ट्री की अनुध्यान करिवा, तांकर एक्सपीरियंस को अनुध्यान करिवा ताले हमें जानि परिबा जे को भली भाबरे पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग माध्यम रे किमा पॉजिटिव एक्शंस माध्यम रे से माने एई एक्सेलेंस को पाई पारिचंती। आज एभली जने व्यक्तित्व जे जने सुनाम धन्य आईएएस ऑफिसर मिस्टर निखिल पवन कल्याण से आम सहित आलोचना करथिले किमिति भाबरे आईएएस पाइबा परे, आईएएस पाइबा ता गोटे चैलेंज किंतु आईएएस पाइबा परे किभली भाबरे गोटे सफल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर भाबरे से ओडिसा रे सुख्याति अर्जन करि पारिचंती एवं बहुत भलो भलो काम करि पारिचंती से विषय रे आमे सुनिबा एवं से जदि आम सहित किछि समय पई जॉइन करंती तांको सहित मध्य तुम माने interaction karibar madhya sujog paibo, questions pachari paribo. Let us first of all listen to Mr. Nikhil Pavan Kalyan and what has been his experience after he joined IAS and excelled as a very reputed administrative officer. Let us hear. Nikhil, welcome to this unique positive personality development program organized by LISAS'IAS.
Thank you.
You would be happy to know that the objective of this program is to attain excellence in both professional and personal life, and also to maintain a balance between these both. And you are one of the examples of an IAS officer whom I have seen having a tremendous positive outlook towards life. But let us start your journey. When you qualified IAS, did you know that you would land up in Odisha?
Not immediately, sir. So, depending obviously on the rank and the choices we give, that time we had choices for all the states, no grouping and no this 4-state system. So, definitely there was a idea that because my choices are there, definitely first one was my home state. That time again, Andhra and Telangana were one state. And second was Odisha. So I do have an idea. But still, it actually happened, and pretty happy about it.
And how many years you have spent in Odisha as an IAS officer, and which are the positions you have held?
My batch is 2012. So 2013 is the first time I came to Odisha for training. So it started from Manugul. I was a probationer there. After that, finishing the 2 years of training in Labasna. 2014, my first posting was at Titlagad as sub-collector. And then after a few months, I shifted to Berhampur as sub-collector again. After a very long time, Berhampur has got a direct recruit sub-collector. From there, I went to Keonjhar as project director, PDDRDA, worked for a year and a half or so. Then again, I went back to Berhampur as commissioner for the Berhampur Municipal Corporation. And again, somewhere around 1 year, I have worked there. After that, I did district collector in Dhenkanal, Sundargarh. And then after Sundargarh, I moved to Cuttack as municipal commissioner, Cuttack Municipal Corporation. After that, I went to RD, Rural Development Department, for a month or two. Then again, I went to Jajpur as collector for a few months. Came back and joined Department of Agriculture as Director Horticulture. And after that, now I am Director Census Operations.
It's great to know that you had such a wide range of experiences, and you served as collector of how many districts? Three districts. How has been the experience of you as a collector? Because collector is supposed to be the most coveted position, being an IAS officer.
I hope and I feel to myself that I was able to do a decent job during my time as collector in the districts. It was always a very huge responsibility. Whatever we do, it always feels, I think we should have done a little more. But having said that, I positively thought I have done my best. I always wanted every day, I remember during those days in the districts, I wanted to give my 100%. Worked number of hours, so worked a whole day and nights. There have been many major issues as well, like COVID we have faced during the Sundargarh times. We did elections, so we had faced cyclones. Having said apart all that, it has been pretty satisfying if I look back, but definitely there is always scope for improvement. I wish I could do more. Even now, I wish I could do every day a bit more in any of the job I am there.
During your tenure as a collector, which are the challenges are of course there, COVID and others, but did you do some development work which is very close to your heart, or you will feel good about having done that?
Definitely. I think when we are collectors, we definitely have to divide time overall with regards to the welfare of the district as well as the regulations and overall law and order rules and regulations of the district. I do take a lot of time to ensure development projects are taken up. It has to come as a matter of personality as well. Sometimes, if you understand, you want to push for more projects which are used and will be used for by the people, not for by the people. For example, improvements in health facilities. There is never a dearth of improvement that we can do for health facilities. Every day there can be an improvement. There are some facilities which we require as we do urbanization. So more for sports facilities, more facilities for preparations and improvement in skill. Lot of projects to improve the situation of the schools and colleges. Agriculture also, we have to bring in lot of technologies. Whatever could be done, even though if they sound very big, definitely the more focus for me had been to try and bring in lots and lots of projects.
But you came to media publicity for some very good work in developing library. What was that? Would you like to tell?
As a person also, I would like to read books. I read books. I love books. And I do read even today, as of today also. So there has always been this idea to have this concept of making people read, the habit of reading. I wanted to contribute it. So when I was in the district, that time, those were the times when the President's Bhavan and the Governor's House, Lok Bhavans, were open to public. So we thought, why not open the collector's residence also to public? And we had a book library there. People started coming in both for the books as well as to get a feel of how things are. So then we realized it has to go like a movement. We do a lot of movements. There were many other movements for various activities. I thought, why not also book reading? Because that is something which can make you imagine and go beyond the places where you are there. And you have to use your actual brain cells to imagine all that. And many of us people in the districts have no opportunities and no avenues to even have books shown in front of them. If you put a mobile in front of them, they are able to use it. I am very confident that if you put along with it a book, they will pick it up as well. So my intention was to put the book along with the 100 other things and devices that we currently have. And so that idea went on, and then we started to make libraries wherever we could. We did libraries in Sundargarh, we did in other places also. But it was a very satisfying thing to have libraries and book reading as a habit that I was able to take up.
See, my first interaction in the professional domain was when I was the collector and you joined as a commissioner, and together we did some very wonderful work for the development of Cuttack. If you look at the process of development, I would attribute one good quality within you which drives you for such development work. That is a positive mindset. The ability to say yes to doing something. Please tell us, what are the good things which you did in Cuttack and how could you think of doing it?
In a way, yes. Every city or a district will have a lot of projects, pending things, legacy issues and futuristic projects. Everywhere there has to be, first, it's very easy to say no. These are very, very basic things we keep on hearing in a general parlance, and rightly so sometimes. But what I want to do is, if we have to break somewhere this cycle of no, we have to start from somewhere. We have to say, yes, it can be possible. So I never look at any idea as something which cannot be done. First, I will say, yes, it is possible. If I'll put my all efforts, if something works out, and most of the times it actually works out. If it doesn't work out, we get something out of it, we learn, and we know this is not the way to do it, or these are not the ideas to actually put efforts on. But I want to give every idea its due worth. The libraries we did, you are very aware, we did libraries, the same idea we did elsewhere. We converted it as slum libraries in Cuttack, which we were able to do. Some projects, Netaji Memorial is there. We thought it's a huge museum of national importance. We have a person who has for generations inspired people. So why can't we have something more appropriate to his stature? Why can't we add more color to that entire area, bring that confidence in the city itself? So those kind of aspects have started coming. And again, for example, we have some parks. Cuttack is an urbanized area. People would want places to go for the park, the relaxing, the fresh airs. And whenever I get an opportunity to work on these things, I'll say, yes, let's start with this. It is possible. There will be some issues elsewhere. We will cross step by step, but never at the cost of a project.
And what prompted you to think of making Bali Jatra an international standard and putting up a 5-star type of Ahar Kendra in Cuttack Netaji bus terminal? How does this kind of grand ideas come to your mind?
No, it is not a single idea for these projects that you have mentioned. It is definitely a collaborative effort. You were there, I was there, the government was there. We all had sat together. The people had aspirations. I think everywhere the aspirations of the people have to take the top seat. If there is aspiration, and we have to understand the value of it, whether it is linked to their heart and souls or whether it is a utility aspiration. So once we decide and divide, at the end of the day, it's all decision making. A decision has to be taken, and if you can't take a decision in a very short period of time, you will possibly never be able to take, unless there is some new information that comes in. So understanding the aspirations. Ahar Center has been a government program that time. So there has been a definite idea ki why can't we have the same kind of facilities for all sections of people. Ahar Kendra gives 5 rupees lunch, right? Why can't he have a very good AC place where a very tough guy who has been working as a labor, or a very tough a family who is coming into the bus stand from a journey can have a very relaxed lunch? So those kind of aspirations have been there, will be there. And whenever we can pick up that aspirations, understand the utility and the heart of the aspiration, and decide upon the project or the decision that needs to be taken to either put budget and money into it or put your efforts and mind, I think all the projects will come to fruition.
You have told a very wonderful 2 words. One is that the aspirations of people, and when you cater to that, unless you are a responsive officer, you will never give value to the aspirations. But let us talk about your team. You may be very responsive. How could you motivate your team to deliver?
In a way, I think leading by example is the only way. People as a system look forward for direction. I look forward direction from my seniors, from my political structures, for my the honorable CMs, the honorable governors at the state center level, the highest levels of honorable presidents and the prime ministers. So we have a structure where we take inspiration from, where we have authority also, and then we work on it, and then we want to show that I am working. So I keep on working, and obviously the culture of the offices will definitely, I believe this, will definitely turn around to match the aspirations and the ideas and the culture of the head of the institutes, whether political or official, and then they will work and respond at the same speed and efficiency.
And leading by example, that is what you are telling. But haven't you come across conflicts?
Yes.
With your subordinates, conflict with the higher ups?
Yes.
And how do you resolve these conflicts?
Definitely. So there is never a place where a conflict or a naysayer or something to stop something that you are thinking does not happen. In fact, I would think in that way, the way you are saying, that is why we are here for. The problems are going to come. You are kept there. You are going to go into a job to resolve that. You are not going to run away from it. You are not placed there to run away from it. You are placed there to resolve it. If you say ki samaste kahuchindi eta hobo nahi, kahi karuchinti ete kahi kharcha hobo, then you are not supposed to be placed there, or you are not doing the job that you are placed there. So definitely there will be issues. Everybody is not at the same level. You as a head of an institute, as a as a person who has to take the job idea into implementation, has to make them understand, or use your authority, or bring them to run along with you, or at sometimes when there is a very tough conflict, you have to take a decision. Yes, there are two different opposite ideas. I am choosing this one because I believe these are the main points, and I'm sorry, I'm not able to do this because these are not the good results. And people will understand, yes, if there is a very valid reasoning that you can give to you and to everybody else.
So conflict resolution is a part of the process of decision making, and one has to reason out
Yes.
with the team
Yes.
members in order to, and those who are
Correct.
Subordinates, those who are seniors, and everybody part of the team, they are
Yes.
to be taken into confidence. Now, having this type of a personality, now let us learn a little about your family, because when you take up such big work, it takes a strain, it takes a toll of your time, energy, your mental, physical resources.
Mhm.
How have you been able to manage your family and your personal life with such commitments?
Definitely, this our jobs are like, if we talk in an outside world, we say it's a 24-hour job. But yes, we have to have at some point of time balance out what we want to do, what is necessary, and the job expects us to do. So there has to be a definite line which we have to keep for all of us, and it's not always easy. We understand the situation. Sometimes emergencies ask us to be very alert all the time, and at that times the personal life can get a hit, but nevertheless we always try to provide a balance. If I have to take my example, as I was saying, I do read a lot of books. I want to have a sense of personal life that I can carry for myself. I play tennis, so I take a lot of time and efforts to learn tennis and play whatever improvement. I do try to go and be available for other activities across the wherever I am, whether it is an official extra out of office hour programs, whether it is time with the family, parents, even going across the country to visit places, traveling. There has to be definitely time that you have to take for yourselves, not to also not only for that. Think the job can take a lot of energy from you, so there has to be a relaxing way to cope up yourselves and be ready for the next day, but also for your own personal development. It's not that somebody has written an exam, cleared it, and he's in a job and he is done for his life, and there is no more to improve, no more to perform more, there is nothing more to learn. We have to continuously learn. I mean, we fail a lot. I have seen hundreds of failures in the last 10-12 years. I'm happy for some of them, sad for some of them, but very happy that I am able to still find a long way to go from here. And I hope my personal journey as well as professional journey would help me in learning every day and doing better things.
See, after joining this job, have you changed as a person?
Yes, I would say yes. Definitely, the job changes. At least in my case, definitely I've changed as a person. It gives both positives and negatives. I used to have a little less temper previously. It has increased. Hair has gone white. So there has been changes that the job brings in. It takes a lot of time to understand what the job is making you do, and to realize your inner self, talk to yourself, think, okay, this is what I was previously. I was a very shy and introvert guy very early in my +1 and +2 times. Slowly, it has started moving out. I want to be more social because I have to deal with the people. The job requires you to talk with people, understand if I don't speak. I have been learning languages, Odia Sikibaku Padla, and I have been able to learn it. I'm very happy that I am able to learn it. There are many different things that come along with the job. The social life changes. So yes, I'm definitely not the same person, but I am only hoping I am for the better.
Wife ଆଉ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ତମେ କେତେ ସମୟ ଦେଇ ପାରୁଛ?
So as long as the job locations are concerned, depends on whether you are able to stay with your family. Currently, I'm not staying with my family, but when I was staying, I used to spend a lot of time with my kids, especially my elder son. And yeah, I wanted to really spend a lot of time because the moment you come back to him, you will forget everything. I'm very sure every father or every parent would feel the same. It is also this responsibility that maybe I would be able to teach him, not directly, indirectly, just by being present there for him. And I just wish I can do it every day. But yeah, that's a job that we do.
See, last question which I will tell you. This positivity, this energy which you exude, is it by birth or you have cultivated it over the years?
I don't think so. If I have to really think now and answer the question you have raised, I mean, I should ask this question more and more myself. I don't think I was like this before. Again, as I was thinking to myself, majority of my credit goes to my parents. But yes, it has to be cultivated. I keep trying. As I know, it's not like I'm positive all the time. We have our own tough times. I have to frustrate, shunt out, went out. But yes, at the end of the day, you come out of it, be good. Yeah, and then if I can be more positive tomorrow, I'll be more happy. But yes, there has been improvement from the preparation starts making you changing you. And when you prepare not just for the exam, when you prepare for the job, you will always improve, you will always change for the better.
Excellent points which have been raised or which we discussed, that when you are preparing, the message to the participants is that when you are preparing, you prepare not to just to qualify for the job, but to qualify for excelling in the job after you join, and also stay connected with the value system which you have inherited from your parents, and be good to your family, your wife, children, and parents, and also be responsive to the public, because at the end of the day we are all public servants, and happiness comes out
Definitely.
of doing good things for them. Thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you very much
for giving your valuable time and such wonderful experiences which you have shared with the participants.
Thank you very much for having me, sir. It's wonderful, and I wish all the very best to all the aspirants. And thanks for having me again once again. Good evening to all.
Thank you. Welcome back. बहुत भल गोटे आलोचना आमे पाइले निखिल पवन कल्याण को ठारू बहुत सुंदर आलोचना, बहुत भल महत्वपूर्ण विषय से हम पाखे रखी. Has he joined? Is Nikhil? Are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening to all. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Good evening, Nikhil. So wonderful. I was wondering, I mean, how we discussed so many issues. Now that you are here again, I'm quite sure that a number of questions must be coming to the participants, because you summed up the last sentence that you just don't prepare for a job, but you prepare for how to excel in the job after you, I mean, not just prepare for an exam, but you prepare for the job which you are going to have after you qualify and join it. So now it is open to the participants. Participants, you may ask question, and please go ahead, because it is very rare that Nikhil is available to answer your questions. Anyone? By now, a lot of people would be trying to formulate, because your interview was so thought-provoking, and I was hearing it with rapt attention. So many things. कार किछि पचारिबार अछि, किए को विषय रे जानिबा को चाहुचंती, कारण तुमे जो लाइफ लीड करिया को जाउचो, जोथि पाई तमे पाठ पढुचो, परीक्षा पाई पढुचो, सेही विषय रे जे जड़े अभिज्ञ व्यक्ति निखिल पवन कल्याण is with us. Please feel free to ask. He is open to any question you can ask. Yes, first question has come. Please ask.
Good
Aisa.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, this is a job which everyone here is aspiring for, and we all know what benefits, what privileges this job will grant us. But I would also like to understand the effect, the toll it will end up taking on our personal lives. I mean, how much of the job do we have to bring back home with us?
Uh, the second part of it, we should never bring back home any of the work, irrespective of our no, of our profession. But yes, this does has a toll because you are going to work with the lives of others, right? So when you are in a public administration, whatever you do or whatever you don't do does have an impact, especially when you are dealing with districts. I mean, even otherwise also, every decision that we take has a huge impact. If I give an example, so I worked in COVID times, so I'm very sure we will keep telling these stories for many days to go. So during COVID, we are on the field, so we have seen people dying in front of us. So I can't see anything more. Hello.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, sorry, I couldn't listen.
Please continue. There was a
Yeah, yeah,
little
sorry, sorry.
disruption.
Yeah, I'm so
You were
sorry. I'm sorry.
talking
There was
about
some.
COVID.
Yeah. So I was at Sundargarh during that time. So we have seen a lot of people dying in the district at that time has been across the world. It is no less than any war kind of a scenario. It's a pandemic. So if we carry those things across to the back to our lives, to our personal lives, it's not going to you can't sleep. I mean, there is no way you can cope up with that. So we always see what best we can do, how to best run the situation, how to save lives, how to reduce the people who are suffering from it, how best we can provide facilities, and try to keep doing as much as possible, and then be content with whatever we could do. Anything that we can do more is always good. So yes, it's very very tough to cope up with it. At certain point of time, you have to have a certain strength, because we don't know what kind of challenges the job is going to throw at you. Maybe some of us might not have any kind of challenges in the entire maybe 30-35 years of our service. Some of us will have a daily challenges on a daily basis. So the career is very very vast, very huge in its scope. So we have to be really strong. So that's why I was like trying to say we have to be prepared for the job in itself. Otherwise, maybe you will be shining in the exam, but you will have a huge amount of disillusionment the moment you join. The facilities are there. There is no question about it. We do get lot of help. Otherwise, we can't even do the job that we are supposed to do. So perks being perks, they won't define the life we are going to go through. They don't define the job we are going to do. At the end of the day, it's a huge responsibility to the people. So yeah, it does take a huge toll.
Thank you, sir.
That's, that's an excellent answer, because you have rightly said, Nikhil, that you are dealing with the life of people. Whatever decision you take, anybody else, anyone else, ଆଉ କେହି ପଚାର question, someone, they are still wondering the life रे. But Nikhil, I will ask you again at the cost
Yeah,
of repetition.
no problem.
To what extent you attribute to your success to your positive outlook, and
Uh,
how does that help? How does that help?
I think whatever good things I have done, whether we call it success, I mean, even if we call it success, I think the entirety has to be given to the positivity only, because the outlook that we keep towards work, and the kind of output that we want to achieve totally depends on the mindset. Potential skill set is one thing, and to convert that potential and skill set into actual outputs, actual uh, you know um, changes into the lives of people or some project completions, it has to have lot of energy, a lot of patience, and lot of positive attitude. So yes, definitely. I don't think anything can happen without a positive mindset. Many of the actual, the word bureaucracy, when it's used in the negative parlance, is always the negative forces that we talk of: people not attending the offices, coming late, sleeping in the offices, not doing work, not taking, not being empathizing with the people. All these are the negative sides of the thing, negative forces, negative mindset. If we can come out of them, be positive, whatever we can do, if we can do, even if you can help one person per day, if you can even do one project which can move like two steps ahead per day. So those are the things that can actually move ahead in your entire, career as the years go ahead, only with the positive attitude. And when I do believe that is the major thing. And whenever I can't have that positive attitude in my mind because of something that's happening, I can see the results going the other way. People going back without their works done, our own staff being unhappy, and then having some kind of grievance. So I think that's the major way to go ahead. We have to have perseverance, we have to have positive attitude, and this goes also with also for the preparation. You have to have positive attitude in the preparation. You have to have huge amounts of perseverance along with your skill set, potential, and the hard work that we do.
Some more question. Yes, please ask.
Sir, you spoke about the importance of having a positive attitude as well as the negative side that comes with it, that comes with this job. So, what I wish to know is that the one of the allures of this job, one of the allures of civil services, it is that it helps us increase our social standing in the society, and it grants us power, a kind of power that not everyone has access to. So history, I mean, history has witnessed it that anytime someone has gained power, their character has been tested, like whether they are able to handle it or not, or whether they let it get into their head and they forget their roots, they forget their duty, they forget what they are supposed to do, that is to serve people, and they get all intoxicated in power, and they begin to misuse it. So how do we stop ourselves from getting intoxicated on that power? How do we control it? How do we remember that we are here to do a job, we are here to serve?
I think I'll answer it in two ways that I know, because these questions come in our discussions, even to my mind also. One thing is to differentiate in technical, theoretical terms also, differentiating between power and authority. Power is absolute. You gain power because you are a person who has lot of power through various means. Authority comes through the chair. So the moment you sit in a chair and you feel powerful, it is because of the authority that the chair gives you. So if you can separate those two, like you are not as such powerful, you are only powerful because you are sitting in a chair, which gives you authority, because authority comes with responsibility. So if we can keep that in mind, ki yours is not essentially any power, because it's not absolute. It's an authority which comes with a responsibility, which is what the public administration also teaches us, tries to teach us, all of us. If we can see it that way, there is a possibility that it might not go into the head. But yes, because of the enormity of the kind of works we deal, the chair automatically gives you scope to go beyond the authority and do things which might not be challenged by anybody, and that's where the power comes. So if you can confine yourselves within the authority, you can confine the power. People have done it, people keep doing it. That's the way things go. That is not specific to one profession. Again, it happens across the professions. Because we only focus on one profession here, it happens to feel that this profession has this problem. But please believe me, it is across the world, across the professions, across the lives. If we can confine ourselves to the authority which comes with responsibility, I think we can curb it. Even if you slip out on few occasions, you can always bring it back, because you can always be aware of the authority that the chair provides. The second thing is, if we are looking at, I know I keep going to the point only, prepare for the job, not for the exam only. If our intention of coming into the job, especially into the IAS, is only to get the power, if it is only to get a very good lifestyle, very good, go into the social, higher level of social stratum, it is to only garner like lot of money, or if you get lot of prestige and have power actually, please don't come. Please don't come into the services. That is not the service expects. I mean, at least for me personally, I want people who can look at it as a job on a day-to-day basis, which has a huge scope of impacting lives of people, and the entirety of a state or a country. The more the people can realize that it's not a job for our own personal benefits and interests, and also it's a job for impacting an administration on a large scale, along with having a little bit of perks, maybe we can have the right kind of people coming into the services. If people who have very good, very wonderful jobs still are not happy, and then expect that this service will provide some power which is beyond, that happens too. I hope that can reduce, and that is where the exam should have would probably have that kind of steps at various levels, interviews, and these exams, mains and all, where some of these people would probably be filtered. But even though there are many people here in this forum also, I would request all of you, please don't come into the services just for the sake of power. It is a job at the end of the day. If you are capable, you might get 3 4 other jobs along with this job. If you are that much capable, choose this job only if you want to have something given back to the society, and if you are ready to take responsibility along with the perks that comes with the job. If you are only looking for one, I would suggest, I would discourage. I mean, I'm blunt, but yeah, that's what I feel. I'm sorry if I
Excellent,
have
excellent
gone
answer
on.
you have
Thank you,
given.
sir. Thank
Uh,
you.
so, since we are running short of time, anyone else, if you are having any question, you can send that to me on my personal WhatsApp, which I will pass it on to Nikhil, and he would be glad to answer. Nikhil, thank you very much for being with us and inspiring all the participants, including myself, how positivity helps in doing wonderful things. But you have already made your point very clear that if someone is for service of people, then public service oriented job is meant for him or her. And for other considerations, if someone is trying for it, then that there may be a disillusionment. But at the end of it, if you are positively approaching life and the work, then one can excel in both, enjoy life and be happy at the end of the day. And
Exactly.
thank you very much, Nikhil.
Thank you very much, sir.
It has
Thanks a lot.
been a wonderful interaction. Thank you, all of
Thank you
you.
very much, sir.
We'll meet
All the very best to all
next
of you.
Friday.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
thank
Thank you.
you very
Thank you.
much. Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye bye.